Alright guys, we are back at the Up and Downs. We have 2 matches left. The last 2 games are going to be Parting versus Shining, Keen versus Björn. Wolf, are you ready for the map?
I'm ready.
Alright. The situation is as follows. If if Shine wins right now, he goes to Code S because he has 4 wins and 1 loss. That's the current standing in the group. As you can see, ASD and Trap are both with 3 losses. They have no chance of advancing. So the next game is between Shine and Parting. If Shine wins the game, he is in Code S. There's no chance for him to be in Code A. He has 4 wins and 1 loss. Therefore, we have our first Code S player. In this case, the winner between Björn and Keen is going to advance together with Shine, because both of them will be on 3 wins and 2 losses, but because of the direct comparison between the 2 of them, the winner would advance. Well, it's not 3 wins and 2 losses, but the winner advances. Boom. Yeah. If Parting wins, on the other hand, then depends a little bit on the last match. If Parting wins and Keen wins, then Shine is out and Keen and Parting advance because of how the situation in the group works. If Parting wins, on the other hand, and Björn wins, then we will have a tiebreaker between Shine, Björn, and Keen.
Yes. He summed it all up for you guys.
Yeah, so even if Parting wins, he is not guaranteed a spot in Code S. He has to hope for the last game between Keen and Björn.
Both of these players look a little bit relaxed in the booth. This is a stressful time though. Now, the map is Antigua Shipyard. So Protoss versus Zerg. We may see some Void Rays out of Parting, but if he sticks to the style that we have been seeing most Frost players do for the past 3 months to even 6 months, depending on when you want to talk about when it was the only strategy or when it first began being used. Then he's probably going to do Immortal type defense on the 3rd base. We will see though. We're about to find out why Wolf keeps stuttering. No, that's not what we're going to find out. We're going to find out whether or not Parting is going to take this game or if it will be the TSL player Shine. This is the GSL Up and Down matches cast by Calder and Wolf.
Starting to the left side of the map, we have the Protoss player. He is starting for Startail in orange. His ideas.
Startail Parting.
Red Lufa Acrobat.
Now we have him. Let's see if he's able to stop Shine from getting into Code S. His opponent to the right side is of course a Zerg player.
TSL Shine.
TSL Shine. Once again in the Up and Downs. This time in his last game, he can secure himself a spot in Code S.
Look at that pylon placement. Indicates that Parting wants to use his Nexus as part of his wall. This is a great choice on this map. So many players have lost games because of trying to use the wall at the ramp. Really, really hard to actually pull it off. I mean, most players still actually use the pylon wall at the ramp, but I feel the one that we see Parting doing here is much safer. And some people don't like this wall because it makes you a little bit vulnerable to roaches, for example. But when I saw Oz hold that early pool with Banelings on dual site game with the wall with his Nexus, that's when I knew that actually you can hold it anything with that Nexus wall.
Well, right now we have an interesting twist here for Shine. Shine started things with a hatch first here. Is not going for a pull. He starts a little bit greedy. I really like this. Without the scout for Parting, this is a pretty interesting move because he knows that there's not going to be any kind of cannoning going on.
Now when he gets to the top of this ramp, he's going to freak out for a few seconds because he's going to be thinking maybe he's doing some sort of aggression. And I went, double hatch before pool.
Wow. That is ballsy.
Bold move.
That's unexpected.
He will be cannoned.
I think so.
He will just be cannoned. What are you doing, Parting? Go put cannons there.
Parting? Parting?
That's actually just free. Now he sends a drone. But even if he sees a cannon, he has to pull drones all the way from his main base to his 3rd. That would not happen.
I just want to walk over to his booth and just knock at the glass and be like, "Excuse me, are you still there? Did you see that?"
The only case in which that not canning would make sense is if he just didn't make his hatchery at his naturally made as third base instead. But there's no reason why that would ever happen because he didn't block the hatchery at the natural. Basically, Parting just let the hatchery happen, which I find extremely strange.
I am confused. I am very, very much confused. Even with the drone pull, with the distances between the two and some nice positioning, he cannot stop it. Yes, you have to commit quite a few minerals to this, but you can block this third base.
There's so many places where you can make a wall with 3 pylons around the cannon easily at the third base location here as well.
Without a problem at all. There are really so many places that you can choose for this. But as it is, Shine is able to get those 2 hatches up.
Partner's going to go up here and he's going to, I guess, he just went to check just to make sure that this is reality. And it's a very sad reality for Parting because I think he was totally on autopilot, not paying attention when he saw that hatchery.
That is going to be a very, very interesting game now.
This is looking really good for Shine so far. He has so much extra production, but even beyond that, he's going to have an insane amount of saturation once he starts to hit, you know, up to 35 to 40 drones. Fast Robo here at 540 for Parting.
Antigua Shipyard is a map where as a Zerg player you have an edge over your opponent. Most Protoss are really... They are kind of desperate in the late game because they know it's so hard to take a third base. It's really hard to prevail against the Zerg. This is why so many of them are trying to go for a 2-base timing attack, because this is the one option that they have. If you are able to cross the map and the Zerg player is not delaying you too much, you get into a good position at the third base, you force field the ramp, then you can take down the third and push forward into the natural of your opponent. But of course that's also known to Zergs, which is why they usually have a lot of units on the map, try to see when exactly the Protoss moves out, and then they have several options. Run-by attempts, trying to flank, just delaying, forcing a few force fields out of their opponent. But right now, everything is just a bit off. All the timings are different because Shine just went for this double hatch before pool. I can still not believe that really happened.
And I can't believe Parting didn't cannon it after scouting it.
And now we have the lair tech, we have Roach Warren at before the 7:20 mark. Immortals are being built. The Stalker has to be careful that he's not surrounded.
That was a nice pullback there at the last second. Shine is just... He's not playing this by the book, but he's getting a free coupon. Another gateway going down. Looks like we may see a pretty big push coming up here. That's going to be careful about those links though. That was not quite... That's not really what he wants. And Lair finishes here, he will start Roach Speed.
Yeah, Lair finishes, the Zergling Speed is halfway done, we have the Overseer now, Roach Speed also has been started. So, let's see how that's going to work out. I mean, the number of Harvesters is roughly at 59 now. You can go up to a maximum of 64 usually when you are encountering a push like this. But now here comes the Overseer. He's having a quick look of what exactly is going on. We have a macro hatch going down for Shine. And he knows about everything that's happening. No, not really. He does not know about the Immortals. He didn't go to the right side. He drops.
And the Immortal is well hidden by Parting. He kept it next to his Robo as well. Here's the Warp Prism coming out. He does not get +1 armor though for some reason, which I find a little bit strange.
That's going to be interesting now. 26 Zerglings, a lot of Zerglings. How many lava does he have left? None. He really has to rely on the macro hatch and on his injects. Moving out, he knows what's coming right now. So many Zerglings are being built, and those inject cycles are going to hit very soon. Then he can continue to produce units.
He's going to want those roaches. Speed is almost done. He wants to use these links to buy time and to drop, make Parting drop some force fields here.
He's moving in, takes down a Stalker. Nice, baiting a few force fields, and losing only links, and then
he
moves
lost
back.
Almost nothing, exactly. This is really nicely done. And his creep is now connecting his bases. Here we go, he's running in. There's no forward pylon, he has to rely on the Warp Prism, and the Warp Prism is busy right now.
It's really busy. He takes down a few of those sentries. He loses quite a lot on the other hand, and he needs to produce a couple more roaches, even though there are 3 Immortals. More Zerglings, there are the roaches, +1 attack is nearly done. Army supply at this point is even, dead even.
Here we go.
Parting is known for this push. This is the push that he defeated DRG with. Is he able to pull it off? It looks dangerous. It is dangerous.
He needs to get up that ramp. He doesn't want to though. He wants to fight the army now, and he takes it. The drones come off. This is a desperation move for Shine. He pulls the drones back again. He needs these 11 roaches. They're coming. His +1 is about to finish as well. There's no armor on these Protoss units.
He's out of resources. He stopped the mining at the third base, and therefore he cannot really push this back. He's dropping in supply. He's at 100. He's down below 100 supply. 16, 18 links coming in.
Immortals being picked up. They're doing too much damage. Shine looks like he is going to die here.
It really looks like Shine is gonna die. Oh my god.
He's dead.
Yeah.
He loses his hatchery here. He's making 8 lings and 4 roaches. That's nowhere near enough. He needs way more than that. No more production from that base. No more mining. His worker count is plummeted to 38. And this is going to be it. He walks up the ramp. He will go into phase mode for the final time. Warp Prism coming in. Guardian Shield goes up.
Alright, this is really great. That game started off with a double hatch before pool, and now the immortal push of Startail Piloting shows once again that it's one of the strongest pushes out there. His timings are perfect. He is great at this push. GG.
I feel that the reason why he didn't go for the cannoning was because he wanted to hit this razor thin timing. He was going to do it regardless of whether or not his opponent hit the went for a fast third base or not. He had a plan, he stuck with it, and Shine, tough luck, man. He's just always not quite able to grasp that Code S spot. You really have to feel for him because he's always here with his teammates. He's been with Hyun every time. He watched Hyun do what he today could not, and that's got to be crushing. You saw a shot of him there in the booth, and this guy's been practicing so hard. He really cares about his team. He's so supportive, but he will not be going to Code S today.
No. Wait. I'm really confused. This is this horrible scenario that I hope would not happen. Okay, I openly admit that I'm not quite sure what's gonna happen if Byan wins. I can't calculate it through. If Keen wins the next game, then he will be at 4-1, will advance, and because, well, Byan is then down with the 2 wins and only 3 losses, the Parting is going to advance. So, Parting is hoping that Keen takes the game right now.
Yeah. But if Byan wins, then we have, does that become a 3-way tie?
If Byan wins, we have the same map score for Shine, Parting, Keen, and Byan. For 3 players, and then the question, I currently can't look it up who won against whom, then it becomes really complicated.
Yeah, there are 4 players on the same score.
Yeah, but the direct comparison is what's counts,
Exactly.
so that's what
So it won't be a tie, it'll just be the same scores, and then that's when things get really tricky.
Yeah, and as we are jumping into the next game, that's the point where I can't have a close look at it. Sorry guys, we're gonna do that soon, but for now we have to focus on the next game. Fact of the matter is though, if Keen is going to win this, then Parting and Keen are advancing.
Indeed.
Alright, there are the 2 of them. The last Terran versus Terran of the day.
And the map is Ohana. One of the last few times we will see this map. One of my favorite maps, in fact. If they were going to remove a map, I am so sad it's going to be this one. I really, really like this map. I would have rather seen Entombed Valley go, to be honest. But the map is up and loaded. The players are in the game. It's a Terran versus Terran. Keen against Byan. It'll be a deciding match for these players. Will Byan be able to take it, or will Keen get that Code S spot immediately? It's the GSL up and down matches with Outer Rumble.